I am a marketing graduate. The branding idea we are stealing today is the real beauty of marketing.
We map our event strategy around a simple but effective marketing funnel.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm starting a new project where I steal and study marketing strategies from successful brands and test them out in my own small business. In case you don't know, I am a marketing graduate from one of the top business schools in the UK, and now I'm finally putting what I've learned into action through my own experiment. Recently, we had an amazing opportunity for real-life exposure at the Market Charity event. It made me reflect on this question. So you've probably seen Glossier's aesthetic pop-up stores, consistent branding, or Instagrammable moments, UNIQLO's in-store displays that look more like art installation. But let's be real. We don't have big budget like that, or prime real estate, or a successful designer. The branding idea we are stealing today is Patagonia. Patagonia is an outdoor apparel and gear brand that sells high quality and sustainable clothing and equipment. For online business owners, getting exposure early on can be extremely and incredibly valuable, especially when it's tied to meaningful collaboration.
One campaign that really stood out to me was Patagonia's partnership with Molly & Stitch, a pet gear brand. They didn't just co-brand products, they extended their outdoor lifestyle identity into the pet space, connecting authentically with dog lovers.
That example inspired me to approach collaborative marketing with intention. On our very first in-person event, we collaborated with Broken Souls Rescue at the Dog Festival. It wasn't just a place to sell, it was a setting that truly aligns with our brand and audiences. Here is why it was the best match. One of Patagonia's most iconic campaigns was their one-wear repair program. Patagonia's strong offline presence can be largely attributed to its one-wear repair truck, a campaign that started in 2013 and has continued annually ever since. Instead of setting up typical sales stores to promote their products, Patagonia took a different route. They drove across the US and later Europe, offering free clothing repairs to customers. What is fascinating is that this wasn't about promoting products, it was about delivering their core value: repair over replace.
And despite being a relatively low-budget campaign, it had an outsized impact, earning trust, media attention, and long-term customers' loyalty in a way traditional ads rarely achieve.
Let's quickly map it into a marketing funnel. First, we've got awareness. Patagonia branded their repair truck and drove it through major cities, instantly grabbing attention and curiosity just by being there. It wasn't your usual pop-up, it felt different, and that made people stop and notice. Then comes interest. Offering free clothing repairs? That is rare, especially coming from a clothing brand. Normally brands do marketing to encourage people to buy more, but Patagonia encouraged people to buy less, which sparked curiosity, especially among people who cared about sustainability, which is also the target audience group. And once people engaged, the Patagonia team was there to explain the one-wear program and share the brand's sustainability values. These turned a simple repair into a conversation about mindset and mission. Now, here's what Patagonia really stands out. Instead of trying to sell anything, they focus on building trust and emotional connection. There was never pressure to buy, just pure value and purpose. And finally, advocacy. People love the experience, so they share it. On social media, with friends, through stories, it just became organic word-of-mouth marketing, which is also known as user-generated content, UGC, the most powerful kind. Of course, this campaign delivered incredible value for both customers and the environment, but what is equally important and often overlooked is that it drove sales very subtly but effectively.
How we apply that to PupCase? Firstly, we made it clear that 20% of sales would go to the host rescue dog charity. And secondly, people could bring the dogs to do a fun tarot reading, and we also had stars for dog parents to win small prizes, creating memorable moments. And third, a clean leaflet explaining what we do, not just selling phone cases, but building a community that cares. Fourth, we welcome everyone with a smile, share our story, and focus on connection over conversion just like Patagonia. We were the only store not selling pet products. Our items were designed for dog parents, giving us a unique edge in the pet-focused market. Just like Patagonia, we did what others weren't doing, and that is where the real marketing magic happens. We map our event strategy around a simple but effective marketing funnel. For awareness, we use branded visuals, leaflets, Instagram Reels, and pre-event posts to attract attention and set the store. To spark interest, we clearly communicated the value of our product, from the donation we make to guide or charities to the practical and lifestyle-friendly design. During the event, we focus on consideration by sharing our why in person, our love for dogs, our purpose-driven mission, and the simplicity of our designs. And when it came to conversion, we avoided hard selling. Instead, we offered gentle prompts and ethical incentives, like our 20% donation to the rescue dog organization, to let our values speak for themselves. Finally, to drive advocacy, we encourage attendees to share their experience through giveaways and interactive activities, helping us create organic word of mouth and lasting connections.
Our key performance metrics. So firstly is customers' engagement and storytelling. We engage directly with multiple customers, sharing the story behind our brand and the guide or charity. Their personal connection successfully influenced purchasing decisions and helped us generate a few meaningful sales. And secondly, we distributed branded leaflets at the event and encouraged attendees to follow us on social media in exchange for activity participation. This strategy worked very well and helped grow our online presence. We proudly donated 20% of our event sales to the host charity. To ensure transparency, we also tracked and shared the donation publicly while our Instagram donation tracker, strengthening trust and reinforcing our brand's purpose-driven mission. Of course, our numbers aren't anywhere near those major brands, and we shouldn't compare our starting point to someone else's peak. But the fact that we are tracking our performance and try to scale it over time, that is a huge win for any growing marketing campaign. We also gain very valuable insights into building our own customer's persona through all of these activations. And in the next video, I'll be sharing how we identify our target audience and what we would do to shape our message around them. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, please give it a like and subscribe. I'll be sharing more brand case studies and, of course, how I adapt them for my brand PupCase.